We got Boss Crystal, Druiden, Dead, and IMMORTAL going up. Looks like IMMORTAL going up first as a big old boomy. We got Elven Alliance, Bam going up next. Oh, wait. Is that Fortin? Is that Fortin? Dude, he has a Mog of Fortin. Is this Fortin just with a different name? We got Figment as well. We got Sejuk and Schnapps, like the drink, Schnapps. So we got Progs burping up, belching a good one. Belching a good American one versus Bams. Bam's trying to get a setup going. Proxy's going for as many instant casts as he got right now. Trying to get some damage into Bams. Nobody's popping cooldowns right now. There's going to be Fist of Fury coming out for Bams. Trying to get some decent damage out. That's going to be first touch of death getting set up. Bams is going to be the first one getting the setup. And Proxy is going to bail out of there. That's going to be a touch of death to follow. Barksy coming out of Prox. Popping into Bear from. Took a bit of damage from that touch of death. Popping right back into Boomy. Still continuing to get a setup. And that's going to be Bams getting the hell out of there. Giving Prox the opportunity to get a full regrowth and everything. So for Bams, his big setup was over. No triggers have been used by either party. Prox did have to use his big heal with Barkskin, but Barkskin is going to be up every time Bams has a setup though. So at least there's that. Bams is just trying to wait out for some cooldowns, I guess. Is Russian. Hang on, Doc can read Russian? I was born in Russia. Go, show. Hell yeah, boys. Get some popcorn. Bash coming into Bams as Prox is going to go for a setup. Dust Stun didn't last nearly as long for Prox to get a big own. Going to get some damage going. He's going to get a disarm to Bams. It's going to stop a monk. Popping into Bear form is still holding on to his thorns. Dropping actually fairly low in health as Bams is going for images. That's going to be Prox in a bad situation right now. Does not want a thorns right now. A thorns would be bad. Does choose the thorns and Bams could honestly karma the thorns back into him if he wants. So Barskin is up for Prox. Maybe that'll be enough to keep him running. Vivify coming out for Bams, not gonna hit into those thorns. Actually choose not to. He could have karma'd and ended the duel right now. Prox is still in a bad situation. And so getting this summon to Bams. So let's go. Michael, my man. Prox dropping about 10% worth of health.
Looks like my ex thinking face.
Kill the chubby bird. Looks like my ex. Prox is dead actually. Right as you said that, my dude. Okay, we got Michael. Kill the chubby bird. Looks like my ex. Colorful and full of it, yeah. Is that how we're gonna do? Bams is going up versus Druid, and it's gonna be Karma onto the Thorns. Actually doing a lot of damage to Druid and popping in wall right now. Needs to heal. That Karma with the Thorns is just getting reflected all the damage back to Druid. That's a lot of pressure with all those images. Bams can just continue to pump pressure. Druid is just finding himself very low health. Bash coming into Bams, and Druid is just going for regrowths in his face. Needs to pop back into cat form. Needs to get away from the smoke as Bams is just getting all the big damages out on the Druid right now. Touch of Death to follow, and I think he almost interrupted that heal. Trying to go for a regrowth, and that Touch of Death honestly might end him. Didn't continue doing damage into that Touch of Death. He's gonna put Druiden in a bad spot. Can Bams continue his offensive pressure? Druiden is gonna find himself a re-stealth, and that's gonna be, that was an insane setup. Bams, who are you? How are you so godly? Back to the duel. Druiden versus Bams. Bams trying to find him. Almost did actually with a dragon kick. What's the best right? Azeroth trade for Magic Plus? There's a lot of them actually, Frederick. Creepy What's About You's a really good one though. It's gonna be a stun onto Druiden. Bams is not gonna go for a setup quite yet. Just getting his setup, getting his bearings. That is gonna be Thorns, but that Fist of Fury is doing so much damage to Druiden, it's not even funny. Bams and Druiden are finding each other at about same health. It's gonna be 5 seconds away from the Karma for Bams. So if he's in a bad situation, he can always strike it out in Karma. Druiden just does not understand just in how bad of a situation he is in right now. That's gonna be Karma onto Druiden. All he has is Bear from the wall available, and he goes down. Bam is guaranteed himself a win without Karma. Up next is going to be Dead. Playing his survival. Signature survival build. Didn't quite get that trap onto Bams. Fist of Fury is going to parry all of Dead's attack. Gonna disengage away from the monk, and Bams wants to get the hell out of there. That could have been almost a harpoon out of Dead. Has cooldowns available. Stun coming on to Bams and does take him out. Nice snipe. Figment is up next. Trust me, that's a real warrior. That's not a figment of your imagination. This man is real. He's running around a big old raptor. Really doesn't want to run through Death's traps. Not gonna run in through that one. Trying to go a long way. Dead wants to cut him through it. It's gonna be Figment going for some big damage. Big old roar onto Dead. Hitting his pet for a short moment. Dead has a big old defensive right now. He's gonna get a trap onto Figment. Figment needs to find a way to heal. Has a big defensive rolling right now. Gonna get retrapped yet again. Dead has set up one and is gonna have the other right afterwards. That's gonna be Dead breaking out of that fear into a freezing trap. Using his undead Rachel to break out of that fear. Manning bandage coming in. Figment, his one defensive is out with 1% dampening. That's going to be a big old leap for Figment. He needs to engage. Dead needs to go for a big heals. Focus on healing, my dude. Focus on healing. Gets a charge in. Whatever heals he's got, just not letting him. I think Dead's pet is actually... I think it's the Chimera that has a defensive, so it has a defensive utility ability. And he has a poison that acts as a mortal strike. Pretty sure the Chimera, that's what the Chimera does. So, unless I'm wrong... It looks like Aelwyd is trying to go for a walk with Dead. And Dead is right on top of him for an honor duel. Is that what it says? Dead is walking on top of him so you can see him. They're trying to go for an honor duel. Okay. So, Aelwyd would have let Dead get a reset anyway. Dead just gave a nice clap. Still wants to make sure he has the opener. Aelwyd does realize that Dead is going to take the honor duel. Gonna be such a nice guy. Because that would have got one anyway. If anything, maybe Aelwyd's plot was to get the dampening a little bit lower, so he has a chance. Dead is getting stunned out in the open with all the pets. Shadowbolts are coming out for Aelwyd. Needs to get a big old setup. Somebody Demonic Tyrant right now. The Demonic Tyrant is out in the open. Stun coming in onto the Warlock, and Dead is going to line a lot of those pets. These demons are going to do some damage. And actually, the demons are doing a fair amount of damage, especially since they're empowered by the Tyrant. Dead is trying to cut those demons as far away as he can. The Fell Lord does go down next to Aelwyd, but Dead just runs by, throws a freezing trap, and he's bailing out of that man. Back to running in circles. The Fell Lord is not going to be able to get that much value out of it. He's still swinging away, and they're just going to wait until he's done with swing. Gonna get around him. Gonna go for a full reset, as the pet is still chasing after him. Xerok Coril. I thought his name was Zero Kill. Maybe he'll be one kill. Stun coming onto Dead. Can Aelwyd get a setup? Does get the Demon Dogs in there. That's the dot coming out to Dead. Turtle Shell coming out. Dead is not quite out of the game yet, but he's still in a bad spot. Needs to go for a full reset. Gonna go for a banding bandage. Banding bandage. Aelwyd might actually run into the freezing trap. Dead is able to get a little bit of healing out of it. It's gonna be one insta cast by Aelwyd. Almost dodges that root trap. Horror effect coming out onto Dead. No trinket available for this bad boy for a bit. Does Aelwyd have a stun? Getting stunned up by Dead's pet. Does pop a defensive as Dead gets back in there. Stun coming onto Dead. Does Aelwyd have any pets right now? Handle Gul'dan coming down. Dead actually goes for a feigned death to try to dodge it. Does land a dodge on that feigned death right now. At least there's that. Going for another banding bandages. The banding bandages, boys. And that's going to be Aelwyd down. I tried to go swapping my music for a second, and I missed everything that happened. But my guess was Dead just clapped him. And that's going to be Schnaps. Schnaps. That's his name, Schnaps. I had it the first time. Going in as an Outlaw with nice little blue swords. Versus Dead. Guys catch himself a resell for a short moment. I'm pretty sure he has a dot. What kind of buff did you get? Broadsides. That's a pretty good one. Schnaps is going to find himself a full reset. Might even run to this trap. Dead is going to go for a full banding bandages. Banding bandages. I even missed my leg sweep. Rogue 2. You did pretty good, man. Check the room for anything in Discord. I get the first quota of 2019 year for you. Alright, Rune. Sound good, my man. Schnaps does see Dead. Getting hit with a stun. He's going to trick it out of it. He does shrink it out of it. Going to run to a freezing trap with a parry. So for Dead, this is going to be a pretty good setup to get some range from the Rogue. Throwing in another charge trap to follow him. And that's going to be... No, that trap is actually not even going to activate. That's a full stun onto Dead with a defensive. Big defensive coming out for Dead from the pet. And Schnaps has a full stun with a killing speed. Plunder armor up and running with a adrenaline rush. Now has a lot of damage. Needs to take out Dead. Does get himself a heal. But Dead catch himself a little bit otherwise behind the pillow while Schnaps is rooted. Gonna go for mending bandages while he's away. Charge trap is gonna slow down Schnaps' progress, taking out this hunter. Full stun coming out, Trinket coming out of Dead. Does Schnaps have anything to survive? Gets himself a short, another heal. Gouge on the pet, and Schnaps does go down. Last one left right now is Sejuk, my boy. That's a freezing trap on top of Dead though. Stun coming in, Sejuk does run into freezing trap instantaneously. Dead might even find himself a camo right now. He does. There it is. Poor guy. Maybe if he can reflect a freezing trap, that'll be awesome. Dead is going to get Sejuk in the stun, hanging out on that root trap so you can disengage as soon as there's going to be charge out of the warrior. Charge comes in as he stuns Dead, and Dead can't get out of this actually. Sejuk is going to go for some damage. Going to pop his defensive right now. Freezing trap coming in. Is that going to be tricking out Sejuk? No, waiting out, man. Waiting out with some awesome axes. Maybe he can get another charge into Dead. Maybe a leap. Does leap at Dead. That's a charge trap to slow him down right afterwards. Dead is just getting so much damage without even touching him. Dead can't really heal nearly as well as Sejuk. Sejuk does need to do damage to Dead. He wants to take him out. Is running away right now, actually. He's actually just getting some distance. Could take out Dead's pet right now. That pet won't have a stun for a little bit. Dead does have Turtle Shell still up and running. He's going to be big defensives coming out of Sejuk. Into a stun onto Dead. Could go for a big setup. Starting to get Dead about to have health. Dead doesn't have any big defensive. Does go for a Turtle Shell early. And it's a question of Sejuk. Does he have Trinket? He still has a Trinket. Gonna go for first aid. Freezing Trap coming out. If he holds his Trinket for the stun, Dead is gonna have a Trinket coming up very, very soon. It's gonna be a Turtle Shell. No, it's gonna be a Camo. Stun coming in. Sejuk, Trinket's out right now. It's gonna run a Dead. Get some damage in, my boy. You gotta get some heals. Charge comes in. Short heal. Dead is getting himself another defensive up and running. Sejuk is trying to continue pumping pressure. Does get a stun onto the pet even. Needs to continue pumping pressure. He does have a reflect available. Disarming Dead. Has himself a little bit of a heal. Can you take him out? Maybe charge in. One more Bloodthirst, my boy. One more Bloodthirst. No! So close to taking out Dead. We just went for a 1v5. Good duels, boys. Good duels. All right, let's get another one going. Let's get another one going. Let's get some variety in here. Let's look for some variety. Okay?